Welcome to the Official Critique with VP. I am your host, VP. You can follow me at _callmevp on both Twitter and IG. Today we talk about a great album named Anfernee by Anfernee. All right, let's get into some things that I absolutely loved about this album. First being lyrical showboating. Right, Anfernee really does a great job of showing his skills, strutting his stuff, showing that technical skill that he has, showing some massive wordplay, especially in songs such as Miracles, The Ignorance, and Painkillers.
The mom made him feel like an inadequate dad. The morphine, more green, mind settled and fast. Oxy don't condone being broken black.
Second, creativity. Imagination by Anfernee. Anfernee did a great job. He was able to really paint a world with his words. He was able to take us on a journey through vocal diversity and lyrical vulnerability, and I really appreciated that. And of course, production. The transitions were smart, effective, and appropriate. The production really paid attention to details. For example, in the song Addicted, the accent of the beat is coupled perfectly with the third syllable of the word addicted. And every single time he says it gives that bite on the word addicted. Oh, it was awesome. And then again, in the song Gentrify, where you had these just swells and this rubber band-like feel, like tension on the beat. But it was great. Like that to me is that production detail that I'm looking for in a project. And now it's time to get into the cilantro of the project, if you will. I do not like cilantro. It is terrible. So, the layered harmony. You can make an argument as to why the layered or stacked harmony was necessary throughout the project. There are some instances in the project that I could see it really helped kind of highlight the concept. However, after a while, it just seemed to get a little redundant, and I think took away from the impact of some of the songs, like the song Addicted, for instance. By that time in the project, I was a little tired of hearing the stacked harmonies. It was impressive at first, but I was ready to get that out of here. Second would be the lack of variety and kind of the mood of the album. I felt like I was just on one feeling the entire time. I wanted some uplift. Like I felt like this was a reflection, this album itself was kind of like a reflection of life. And, you know, there are moments where you kind of have that up and up in life. And I was waiting for that and kind of fell short. And lastly, missing opportunities to really attack the beat. There were moments in this album, just like I was saying before, where we really needed movement. And there were songs that attempted to do that. Like the song Many Days. Its placement in the album gave it a prime opportunity to really give us that motion that we needed, kind of to break from the monotony of the solemnness, if you will. And Anfernee's doing an amazing job where he is giving us this anticipation-filled crescendo, and he's building up, and then he hits this boom. And when he hits this boom, the beat kind of falls underneath. It doesn't really provide the boom that I was being promised in the crescendo. All right, now let's get into some track highlights. Small House. Okay, so what I really loved about Small House was its ability to take the lyrics and production and have those two moving simultaneously, telling the exact same story. The production told the same story that the lyrics are telling. You had in the very beginning, there was a simple beat, and then the lyrics had this simple storyline. And as the storyline continued to become more complex, so did the beat. And that was beautiful. It was a great representation of life's twists and turns, and how all this chaos can actually make beautiful music. Next, A Week Gone By. Oh man, A Week Gone By is pretty much an intelligent exposition of the fatal monotony that society really pressures us with. You can really hear in the lyrics just how Anfernee pretty much describes an anxiety attack from start to finish.
Holding on, feeling weaker by the weekend, more weekend than strong.
And lastly, The Ignorance. Oh, that song is so awesome and it's so fun. You can see Anfernee playing around with that vocal diversity that I said I really liked about this album. He's using lower frequencies, lower vocal tones to really accentuate the fact that the ignorance is like a madhouse. The production really plays into that kind of like, I don't know, I felt like I was going to see clowns or something, and like it's got that real like House of Mirrors type feel. That was very important because it painted the picture of what the ignorance actually was, and you could really feel like you were running around like I'm in this madhouse of ignorance.
I'm supposed to rap out money, cars, and bitches, so I'ma rap out money, cars, and bitches.
But enough about me. Let's hear from some other ordinary critics. All right, we got Tay Thompson. My overall thought of the entire album was that it was well produced, as well as the topics were very broad. There's humor in the songs, the creativity with the spelling of things and metaphors of lyrics were great. I got put in the mind frame of a smaller Kid Cudi. I totally enjoyed Anfernee's album. He also gave a lot of tracks to listen to, and from a 1 to 5, 5 being the most impressed, 1 being the least, she gave it a solid 4. True that, my friend. Taylor Willis says, the album was amazingly put together. I am so happy that this was put out. I would really like to know who produced it. The album flows together so well. It's like a well-oiled machine in itself. The combination of sounds is like Kid Cudi, Miguel, and Childish Gambino have collaborated on some Pharrell productions. It's so amazing. I can't wait to really break this project down so I can do a literary analysis on it. True that. Overall experience, a 5, being the most impressed. I'm going to have to agree. This production was awesome. The lyrics were amazing. Very much impressed with this. And I'm going to give it a good 4. The reason being is because of those stacked harmonies. Because after a while, I was done with those. But you can guarantee that I will be supporting further projects. Really enjoyed Anfernee by Anfernee.